That's a big jet. The flying boat over there. Imagine landing that. Great place for torpedoes. I think that's a Tiger torpedo just there. It was used in the Falklands, some of those. Either a Hawker Siddeley or a Hawker Harrier. Yeah, vertical takeoff. Yeah. And I think they can fly so fast they can go around the whole coast of Britain in 20 minutes. I've seen that. It's really, really fast. Yeah. Place to see those bombing is up at Grimsby near Hull. When you.
These are the ones that fought as well, weren't they?
Yeah, they were used.
I counted them all out and I counted them all back.
Oh right.
That BBC report.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And out here we've got Polaris. I'm not sure it works. I think it's similar principle to how Dr. Werner von Braun designed the V2 rockets that hit southern England at the end of World War II, and went on to, like him, when I went to San Diego last year, he modified it for the Saturn V rocket, which went to the moon, which was quite a feat. And you see, this is where I think it jettisoned off.
It is, that's the upper stage, but I mean,
the upper
it's so
stage.
flimsy.
Yeah.
The structure is so flimsy.
Yeah,
I don't think it would hold together, would it?
So this would be the state. This would be where the explosive would be, the Polaris. And these days, I think they don't use paint. You see, that's paint. They don't use paint these days because it all adds weight to the object, to the missile. Lockheed Polis. We got to go. Speak to you later. Got some great cars at today's auction here. Some very, very special cars. You can recognise this one maybe from Goldfinger over here, which is in the movie Goldfinger. It had bullets coming out the front, and I think an ejector seat in there as well, where Sean Connery's victim flew out of. And this one I really like, this Ferrari, because I don't know if anyone remembers that programme, The Persuaders, in 1971. But Tony Curtis drove a Ferrari Dino similar to this one, and him and Roger Moore used to have races. And this could be the actual one that Curtis actually drove, because it's Ferrari 1971 Dino. And Dino was actually Ferrari's son who got killed in a road accident, I believe, and so he named this range after him. And I think red was the most popular Ferrari there was. There's some great cars here today. Remember this one from Goldfinger. Most of these are British, believe it or not. They were, like in America, cars were bigger in America in those days. The British car seemed to be bigger and clumsier as well, but made to last. Early Rolls-Royce. Now this is definitely US Army, this one. Got quite a few American planes outside and British Spitfires. There's not many of those in operation now. Ford. Really early Ford. And I think at the time they actually believed that if you went faster than 10 miles an hour you would asphyxiate. This looks like a Fiat here. Yes, it is a Fiat. So late 60s Fiat. USA, here we go again. They used to give them all these fancy names, Aunt Millie this one. And over here there's one also, this isn't the actual one that was in the Bond movie The Spy Who Loved Me, but Roger Moore drove one of these, a white one, in The Spy Who Loved Me, which was also amphibious. And there's a scene in The Spy Who Loved Me where Roger Moore and Barbara Bach came out of the sea, drove out the sea in the amphibious version, which was actually white. Did some incredible stunts in that movie. So that's what's known as a Lotus Esprit. Nice seating in there. I noticed in America last year, cars in America seem to have got smaller, and it seems to be the case here as well. Cars are definitely smaller now. Very popular British minis. Lulu used to advertise those, but nice cars. But they say if you're ever involved in an accident in one of those, your chances of survival are about nil. You can probably see why. There's hardly any engine on it at all in the front. It's no airbag, obviously. They did Lanham pickup minis as well in those in 1977. Still going, I think, minis. Changed in design a bit. Bentley. Love to drive. Oh, it's a Daimler. I would have said that was a Jaguar from a distance. And what's this doing here? Well, Hillman. I remember Hillman's very well. Hillman Hunter, I think one of them was in the early 70s. My aunt used to have one of those. It was good cars, Hillman's. I think they went bust, and I think they were brought out by the government once or twice, but I think they went bust in the end. Another very nice Bentley. Protecting the wheels there. Rover. My friend used to have a Rover, but they was always a bit of trouble. Don't know if you have those in the States or not. Another Bentley. Oh, this could only be a Morris. No, Austin. You don't get these anymore. Austin's nice. Early 60s, I'd say. 1970, yeah. Probably Prince Charles's favourite Range Rover. I think he's got one of those in his estate in Ireland. You won't get far in this one. And funny is, I knew a Hells Angel some years ago who took all the casing off of a Mini, I think it was a Mini, and he made a motorcycle out of it, and it was actually described as a motorcycle. Not quite like that one. Ferrari. Corvettes, Stingray, yeah. They haven't got any, one of my favourites is 70s, French ones, tip of my tongue. Not Porsche, Citroen. I haven't seen any Citroens here today yet. I do like the design, so early 70s, early Citroens. So it's quite a place here at Duxford. Next door they've got the Spitfires, a couple of Spitfires flying today, and also they've got the Concorde next door as well, which is much smaller than you'd think it'd be, the Concorde, which stopped flying about 10 years ago. Seems as the car evolved, they got more sort of cubular sort of in shapes rather than being round, you know. I suppose it's aerodynamics, and most cars these days being designed by computers, I guess. Oh, hi, so this is Adam over and out from Duxford. Have a nice day wherever you are. Here we have one of the original Spitfires, World War II. I think also was flown by Douglas Bader. And there's not many of these around now, but very, very noisy. Over there, I don't think you can really see it in the distance. It's Concorde, one of the few. Went out of service about 10 years ago. Like a barnstormer over there. I think that's a barnstormer. What they in World War I they used to call them barnstormers. The propeller one right in front of you there, the yellow one.
Oh yeah.
There it goes, yeah. I think that was the name of them. The Bloody Red Baron and that lot, you know. The Bloody Red Baron of Germany. What a colour, I mean, hardly camouflage, is it? Talk about the red coats being visible, I mean, that's also quite conspicuous. There we go, aviation's come on a long way since then. Shelters. Got about,
yeah, he's going to have another go.
Yeah, it's going up. Yeah.